Almost every kid has dreamed of becoming a superhero. But if superpowers were real, would they actually be any good? Welcome to the world of superpowers, where everything sounds awesome until you actually get one. First up, super regeneration. You know, that cool ability where you can heal from anything. Sounds perfect, right? You get shot? No worries. Your wound zips closed faster than your ex blocking you on social media. Your arm gets chopped off? Just wait 5 seconds and boom, brand new limb. But in reality, things would be a little different. Let's rewind. So your arm gets chopped off. What actually happens next? The moment your arm gets chopped off, your brain explodes with pain signals. Oh, did you think super healing comes with super pain tolerance? Wrong. You're feeling every excruciating nerve-ending scream, just like any regular human. Your only adaptation is the healing that comes after. But how exactly does this healing work? Let's dive into 2 scenarios. Scenario 1. Your body heals just like a normal human's, but at hyperspeed. Blood vessels constrict, platelets rush in, and scar tissue forms faster than you can say,
"Where's my arm?"
But here's the catch, your limb isn't growing back. Ever. You're just left with a really nicely sealed stump. Congratulations on your extremely efficient scar. Scenario 2 looks more promising. Your cells start dividing like crazy, rebuilding your entire arm salamander style. Amazing. Except for one tiny problem. Every cell division is a game of genetic Russian roulette. With billions of new cells forming, your DNA copying errors stack up faster than medical bills. And you know what happens when cells go rogue? Cancer.
This is the 9th cancer this week.
Maybe you could just cut off your tumor-filled arm and try again. Problem solved. But the fun doesn't stop there. Remember telomeres from biology class? Those little protective caps on your DNA that get shorter every time your cells divide? The things responsible for aging. Your superpower is basically aging on steroids. Your cells are dividing so fast that your biological clock isn't ticking, it's sprinting. You might heal that wound, but you'll look like a walking fossil by next Tuesday. And let's not forget about the time it would take to heal. A complex structure like an arm would take weeks or even months to fully regenerate. You won't be able to clap your hands for a while. Sorry. Now for the cherry on this nightmare cake. Imagine some evil corporation discovers your powers. With nothing but a feeding tube to keep you alive, they could subject you to endless torture, cutting you open again and again to study how your powers work. And if you're unlucky, you don't even get to fall unconscious. That got dark fast. Well, let's lift the mood and talk about something more uplifting. Flight. This one's tricky because flying would actually be pretty awesome. You guys in the comments of the last video were right by choosing this one. But don't get too excited, your airborne adventures would still come with some drawbacks. In the real world, you'd probably need wings to fly. And not those cute little angel wings from Halloween costumes. For a human weighing about 180 pounds to actually get off the ground, you'd need massive wings. For reference, an albatross, the bird with the biggest wingspan at 11 feet, weighs only 26 pounds. Scaling that up, your human-sized wings would need to stretch nearly 29 feet. Imagine trying to get through a doorway. But let's say you could fly superhero style without the ridiculous wings, there would still be some problems. Altitude is your first enemy. The higher you go, the thinner the air gets. Your human lungs aren't built for that. Go above a certain height without an oxygen mask, and you'll pass out mid-flight. And I think crashing into the ground from 30,000 feet wouldn't be a fun experience. And don't forget about bugs. At high speeds, hitting even a tiny insect feels like getting shot with a BB gun. No windshield wipers on your face, remember? One beat of the eyeball at that speed and your heroic journey ends with you spiraling down while screaming. Birds are even worse. They're basically feathered missiles with attitude problems. Ever seen what a bird does to an airplane windshield? Now imagine that's your face. Geese would be the new supervillains in your life. Temperature is a whole other problem. And the higher you go, the colder it gets. Fly too high without protection, and you'll be a human popsicle. So if you had the power to fly, You'd need a full body suit so you don't freeze to death, an oxygen tank so you don't pass out mid-flight, protective goggles so bugs don't blind you, and you'd need to fly slow enough to dodge birds. But hey, you're flying. Did I miss something? Oh yeah, let's not forget about the government. Flying without permission could make you a target for the military. Accidentally cruise over a no-fly zone? You're now being tracked by fighter jets wondering what kind of weird missile you are. Good luck explaining your superpower to the military tribunal. Still, I think having flight would be better than not having it. The advantages just outweigh the negatives. But maybe get a really good lawyer, just in case. Know what else would get you in trouble? X-ray vision. Most people think this means seeing through clothes, but sorry to break it to you, you won't be seeing anyone naked. Actual X-rays only show bones. Ever seen an X-ray image? It's just a spooky skeleton, not some magical see-through power. Unless you're a doctor, this ability is pretty useless. The worst part? Every time you activate this so-called superpower, you're basically blasting people with radiation. Congrats, your superpower is giving everyone cancer. Some hero you turned out to be. Moving on, let's talk about super hearing. The power to hear everything. Sounds cool until about 30 seconds in. Imagine your ears picking up every conversation, every dog bark, every toilet flush within a 1-mile radius. Wanna sleep? Good luck with that. Your neighbor 3 blocks away just sneezed. Someone's microwave just dinged half a mile away. 2 cats are fighting in an alley. A couple is having an argument about whose turn it is to take out the trash. All at the same time. Your brain would be drowning in an ocean of noise pollution. Normal humans hear between 20 to 20,000 hertz, but with super hearing, you'd pick up everything from whale songs to bat squeaks. And let's be honest, what are you actually gonna do with super hearing? Become the world's nosiest neighbor? Hey Jim, I overheard you talking to your lover about divorcing your wife. Is everything alright? Sure, your brain might eventually adapt and filter some noise out, but until then, you'd be a twitchy, sleep-deprived mess begging for earplugs. Next on the list is talking to fish. Well, this will be a quick one. Do you really want to be Aquaman? Yeah, I thought so. At last we have mind reading. Mind reading is fine, unless you can't switch it off. So you're reading minds every time, all at the same time. You would probably go insane quite quickly. Having to hear thoughts constantly is just like being forced to listen to someone nagging you forever. Imagine being at a basketball game and getting blasted with everyone's thoughts simultaneously. Most of us would end up going completely insane or just isolate ourselves after a while. Being constantly bombarded with other people's minds would make you lose consciousness of your own self. You wouldn't even know who you are anymore. Plus, the police would definitely make you their human lie detector.